equal amount of vegetables. So and then mix together. Today's on the show, so I try to look very decent. I use chopsticks. Otherwise, I will use hands. Much easier to well mix together. Okay? So you see now, after the vegetable add in, the meat look like dry. Don't worry. And then in the end, we'll have to put a little bit more oil. And then now the color become lighter. If you prefer still, you want have the kind of light brown, nice color, now you can put a little bit more dark soy sauce. Okay? If you think the light meat color is all right, already please you very much, so here we can put a little bit light soy sauce. Anyway, I will print the amount of things for you later on. You know, when I traveled back to Taiwan last year, there's a lady make a great dumplings, and she never tasted. She tell me, you know, how I know it is right amount of salty flavor. I just smell it. I never can distinguish it's the right amount of saltiness. So I always do like that. It tastes good, really good. But she will do this. Right amount of salt. Okay, so everything's right. Now we need to make the filling moisture, shining, beautiful. So we start putting a little bit of cooking oil. Any kind of salad oil will do, okay? And now you see the filling's really, really manageable and shining and beautiful. And for the Chinese people, we always love sesame seed oil. So we will have final touch and put a little bit sesame seed oil. Okay, when you go to Chinatown, you pick up there's so many sesame seed oil and what to choose. And tries to choose the light color one, okay? The dark color sometimes it smells too strong. I think the fun part to cook is the freedom of choice. You just put in whatever you feel like, okay? Yes. It's done. It's easy, okay? You see the difference between these two? It's almost identical. The difference is this is darker. That means we put a little bit more soy sauce. And this is lighter, put less soy sauce. Taste will be all right, no matter what kind, as long as you put the right amount of soy sauce and right amount of salt. Okay. And in my recipe, all the number is just approximate, okay? According to personal flavor, you can change a little bit. My joy of teaching cooking is give my audience the freedom to adjust their own taste. I hope you find it. Okay, you know, making meat dumplings sometimes for the Northern Chinese family, it's a family affair. So today I invite my dear husband, Hu. And now he's doing, so you see the dough, right? And then now he's doing, try to make the dough in long strip. And then we will cut the dough in small pieces. Okay, after cutting, and then the two sides kind of sticky, so you put a little bit of dry flour. and then mix together. And then use your hand to push, become a little small flat dough, like a small pancakes. So, and now it's the complete part. And then we try to hold our hands in the middle, and then tries to use the skinny rolling pins and press, and then use this part of your palms, okay? And then gradually press and turn and press and turn. Okay, sometimes you find the dough a little bit sticky, so use a little bit dry flour. And then you keep doing this until the little piece of flat dough become about 2 to 3 inches round. So if we press like that, we hold, we turn like that. So in the center part, a little bit thicker, in edge part, a little bit thinner. So and then we try to put roughly about 1 tablespoon the filling in the middle, okay? And then close the end and try to pitch in. It's easy. And make it stand well. And put on the lightly flour pans. Because we are making 30 or 40, even 50 or 60 at one time, we never really can finish by one shot. Or sometimes we want to save for tomorrow. But this, you put in the live flour pans and put in the freezer, it stays well for the whole month, no problem. Now, please look at my dear husband, you see how he do it fast. It's very, very fast. But at home, when you practice, you don't need so fast. Just patiently turn it. Turn it. Every time you turn, you press. Every time you turn, you press. Every time you turn, you press. Okay? If you think it's sticky, and then put it with live flowers. Okay? Just do like that. And now please look at my sister-in-law, Wally. She's doing the dumplings. Put about 1 tablespoon in the center of dough, and then try to close in the edge. That's it. So easy to make. For making meat dumpling, we have 2 kinds of dough. And a few minutes ago, the dough I'm making is used the fresh water. That's mean cold water from the tap. And then the things I show you here, we call steamed meat dumplings. And we use another kind of dough, but the same way to prepare it. Just we use very boiling water instead of fresh tap water. The amount of water will be the same. And use the hot boiling water to making the dough to make the steamed dumplings. And when you steam it, make sure the water is very boiling and steamed around 15 minutes. For cooking the meat dumpling boiling style, we need to start with very, very boiling water. And then we put in the dumplings few at a time, and have something, spoon or spatula, just very gently move away the dumplings. Just let it prevent sticking to the pot or to the wok. The Chinese wok is almost perfect utensil to cook the dumplings. And then we put the dumpling in, and don't put too much dumpling at one time. And the best proportion is you cook about 1 part of dumplings, you need at least 2 parts of water to cook it. So, and then we wait for a little while until the dumpling is all separate, and the water starts boiling. And then you see now the water is boiling, and then we put some fresh cold water. How much? Just stop boiling. And then we let it cook again until the water boils again. And now you see, when the meat dumplings uncooked, it stays at the bottom. And gradually it getting cooked, it will froze up. So we keep the cooking procedure until you see all the dumplings froze up. It's done. It's about, you need adding 3 times of fresh water. Now you see the water is boiled again almost, and have one more time the water. And the fresh dumpling is almost need only half of the time to cook. With the frozen dumplings, need more time to cook. And when you cook the frozen dumplings, you don't need to defrost. Put it in the frozen water right away. Okay, you see this part, the dumpling is done. About after 3 times cold water, and then the dumplings froze up. That means now the dumplings are all well cooked. So take it out and drain all the water possible. And eat when it's hot. The dumplings are really very tasty because we already well seasoning. But to make the fun of it, you can prepare your own sauce. And for Northern Chinese people, they always like some chili paste and some vinegar, some soya sauce, some sesame seed oil, and sometimes with raw garlic. You just take out the garlic and peel it, and then just eat it raw. It's wonderful. That's my favorite way to eat the dumplings. Okay, once again, before I finish this show, for the meat dumplings, we have 2 kinds of dough to make it. One is use the cold water, and we boil it. And then the other, we use boiling water to making the dough, and then we steam it. That's the show for today. In our next show, I will show you how to make Han sour soup, chicken with peanut and hot sauce. Let's bring some spiciness to your kitchen. As we recording this show, just happened this day is Chinese New Year's Eve, the end of Year of Dog, in the beginning of Year of Pig. And the things you look here is all Chinese favorite and my favorite to celebrate the Chinese New Year. It all symbolizes happiness and fortune. I hope it will bring you fortune and happiness too.